Alright. Get a few things set up here. Alright, well, this is a game series from my past that is well remembered and well loved. It's .hack GU, and I figured I would play the remaster for you guys. Now, I had all three of the original games on the PS2. It was definitely an odd experience. The .hack games tend not to be like many other semi-action RPGs. If only because of all of the weird stuff in the setting. And this is no different. But we'll see that here in a bit. Resident Brat Kitty Spades is here. It's right by my legs. And we'll start with the first volume, and we will continue on through. Now, I'm not going to be doing this every day, every week. This is probably going to be an off and on thing. It's one of those, playing through one of these games can be fairly involved, and playing through all four now. Four is supposed to be a lot shorter, of course, but it's going to be a significant effort. I'm still trying to figure out a good schedule for doing all of these, so what will probably happen is I might designate maybe 2 or 3 days to .hack GU, and then either take some time off or play something else just offhand, some variety stuff, maybe Enter the Gungeon or something like that. Anyways, so what is .hack? Kind of have to get into that before you really jump into these games. You don't necessarily need to know the whole story, but basically, .hack is this multimedia franchise involving players in a virtual reality MMORPG of some sort. Now, in the original anime, .hack Sign, and the video game quadrilogy, that was Infection, Outbreak, Mutation, and Quarantine, it was simply known as The World. Well, this game is basically the successor to The World Revision 2. What basically happened is that a fire broke out and damaged the servers for The World, and CC Corporation, the company that managed The World, ended up creating a new MMO, The World Revision 2. Now, there's a lot more to that. You're going to find out about it here in the games. That's the most basic stuff, and I'll kind of go over some of the history of .hack as we play this. There's a lot to it. I'm not joking when I say it's a multimedia franchise. It has manga, it has video games, it has whole anime series, which, by the way, I actually have .hack Roots, the whole series. This is actually the predecessor series to the GU games. And they basically detail the main character, Haseo, in his initial time in the World Revision 2. And how things lead up to where he is at the start of Volume 1. I see here the creation of a character. This is the creation of our main character, Haseo. Now, funny thing, they don't actually tell you this in the first 3 volumes. They might mention it in the 4th volume. I haven't played it yet. But the player of Haseo was actually in the original anime, .hack Sign. He played a character named Sora. And that is going to become somewhat relevant in understanding what's going on later. I sometimes question why they do this multimedia franchise and don't have as many links to the different media as they should. And when they do have it, they don't necessarily explain it all that well. And this is actually one of those situations where knowing who Haseo is would be kind of important.
Whoa, this is cool.
And this is Haseo on his first day.
Hey! Hey, you! You, the adept rogue! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! So, I take it this is your first time playing this game.
Yeah, I just finished installing it to my PC.
Well, if you wish, we will be honored to show you around.
Huh?
I am sure you would like to become well acquainted as soon as possible.
Just say yes and come along with us. I promise you won't regret it.
All right, it is decided then. Here, I'll hand you my member address.
Member addresses are short email addresses that you can only use in the world. Short mail allows you to instantly send and receive messages from any player online in the world.
You can only invite people that you have member addresses for to join into your party.
That's stilted voice acting.
All right, so let's open the menu.
The game is showing its age right off the bat.
This is a list of all the people who have a member address.
So here it's just showing us how to create a party.
Okay, let's have some fun.
I am honored to lend you my sword.
Okay, great. Now your party is complete. Remember, you can only invite people logged into the world.
Enough with the formalities. Should we go on to your first adventure?
And here's how to save. Oh, wow. Did they really speed things up or something? It's going really fast.
This is a transporter called the Chaos Gate. Players can use this to travel from the root town to other locations. Choose Warp menu. In the world, all locations except for root towns, fields, and dungeons are called areas.
You can warp to these areas by combining 3 words at the Chaos Gate.
These words determine the type of area, monster strength, and so on. All right, let's try out the word selection. Choose area word from the menu. This is where you input the words. The thing at the top is the word plate. You combine the 3 words in here to create the area you want to go. The gyro at the left of the screen shows your current stock of words. You can get more words by getting information from other players, emails, and forums. Okay, why don't you give it a try? Let's start with the first word. Choose courageous from your stock. Okay, now you can go to your first area. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. See the mark left of the area word? That's a server symbol. It indicates the server you're currently in. Right now, it's showing triangle for Delta. So, as you can see, we are all in the Delta server.
If it's a different server, you'll go to another area even with the same area word. Pay attention to the server symbol when invited to an area by a friend.
If you want to know more, just check out some of the forums. All right, then we're off to Delta Courageous Engaging Daydream. So, we've all been transported to a field.
Open your map to take a look at the layout.
This is the area map. Use this screen to check current position, mission info, and any other information you may need. This is our mission. Missions are basically, well, I guess they're sort of like our objective for the area. It looks like this is a collection mission.
We must collect 3 symbol fragments and make our way to the Beast Temple.
The symbol fragments are in treasure chests found on the altars. The altars are protected by monsters, so the only options are to open the treasure without being seen. Or defeat the monsters first, then open the treasure.
These are the altar icons. I suggest we first head to each of these icons and open the treasure chests.
Now, this is the icon for the Beast Temple, which is our final destination.
Okay, now that we've confirmed what our mission is, let's be on our way.
Wait up, Asta. You forgot one more thing. Okay, this time let's really get going.
And we're off.
Nice! We found an altar already.
Your life belongs to me!
Once a battle begins, the battle area spreads out like this. The battle area is surrounded by the battle fence, so it's virtually impossible for anyone to escape.
The only way to escape from a battle is with an item called a smoke screen.
Asta and I don't have one right now, so we'll have to fight it out. Hey, you're not too bad.
Not so difficult, huh?
Yeah, keep it up.
That's it. Just continue fighting like that.
That was nothing.
All right, we found another altar. I'll teach you about using skills to attack.
My sword fears nothing!
The regular and combo attacks are just simply normal attacks. Skills enable you to do much more damage to your enemies. Okay, what you see here is the skill trigger menu. Do you see the 4 panels? You can press the button that corresponds to each panel to execute the different arts.
Now try it out by using the arts. Gale Blade.
Gale Blade!
All right, perfect.
The skill trigger is not just a shortcut.
It can also be used to stop enemy attacks, or it can be used to interrupt one of your own.
Aren't you forgetting something important, EO10? There is an even more important use for the skill trigger.
Of course I haven't forgotten. You're talking about Rengeki, right?
And our basic attack against what amounts to stunned enemies.
Gale Blade!
There you go.
Very well. Shall we let him play as he wishes?
That's a good idea. All right, Haseo, it's all up to you now.
Admittedly, the fighting mechanics are pretty basic.
Well, that's that, I guess.
And it can get very repetitive too. You'll often find yourself going and repeating fields just to get XP.
This'll be quick! Shadow Flash!
Not bad.
And now we can go and finish the area.
Yeah! Awesome job! Alright, let's finish off by heading for the Beast Temple.
Okay, now use the map to check your position, just like we taught you.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law. We just call it the Beast statue. But I think in the game's story, it's supposed to be an important god or something. You see that treasure box? That's the offering to the Beast statue. There's a rare item inside of that you can only get in this area.
Go ahead and open it, Haseo.
You sure?
Go ahead, you're still a noob. You need all the help you can get.
Thanks. What the?
The items in the treasure chest are your rewards.
Yes, and our reward is you.
I love taking out these pathetic noobs. It's really quite fun.
This is incredibly ironic
an
if you
idiot
know
like you
anything about the
isn't
character
qualified to
Isaiah
play
the
this
player used to
game.
play.
Hey, hold on. I thought you said I could kill this one. Don't you remember? After all, this is my reward. Nice try, dear.
How pathetic.
Well, what do you expect from a noob who's just logged in for the first time?
Ugh, come on, say something already.
Hello?
I swear, just pretend to be their friend. And they fall all over themselves to let you PK them. Hey, you're still around, aren't you, kid? Huh? What the?
Welcome to the world.
Hell of a welcome. That's for sure. Now, the thing about Haseo's old character in the original world. Now, you can see here he's a lot more powerful. But, well...
Please help me!
His old character in the original version of the world, Sora, was actually the most infamous PKer in the game.
What an idiot. Ha!
The terror of death!
It's a sale! The PKK!
What?
As you can see, Haseo is a lot stronger. Now, how he gets to be that way, you'll see that in Dot Hat Roots. Now, see here, Haseo is using one of the few advantages of his original class. His class being Adept Rogue, originally.
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be that strong. I guess this means that the rumor about you killing 100 PKers wasn't a lie after all. Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. Here, let me apologize. So just take it easy, calm down, and die!
Do you know Tri-Edge?
What did you say?
He's a legendary PK shrouded in blue fire. They say players that get killed by him never come back to the game.
Huh? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you actually believe that crap. Those old forum fairy tales. So, you think you can go up against me, the Great Bordeaux, and just walk away like nothing happened?
He knows he can. And he's not gonna show you any mercy.
Yeah, I think I can.
Yes, Haseo is a complete and utter jerk at this point. But anyways, as I was saying, his original class was Adept Rogue, which is basically supposed to be a jack of all trades, master of none. Can use all sorts of different weapons and weapon skills. The funny thing is, though, even though it is supposed to be a jack of all trades class, Haseo is insanely overpowered throughout the game. Just as you would expect.
The character that stinks of death. The terror of death. You're the PKK, Haseo. Players who kill other players are disgraceful. And I agree it's terrible how PKs can just strut around the world so easily these days. But is it right that you PKKs have chosen to use brute force to stop them?
I don't have time for this. Not now.
You have no authority, and it earns you nothing. So why? I am the leader of Moontree's Unit 2. My friends call me Sakaki, and I'm afraid I cannot overlook your actions.
Did you say Moontree? What's that? The name of a guild? Sorry, Sakaki, but I've already got enough friends. Thanks.
Do you always interrupt people like that? You know, Sakaki wasn't finished talking to you yet.
Shino.
Atali, do you know this person?
No?
Atali.
It's not unusual to meet players with similar characters in an online game like this. Just a case of mistaken identity.
Hey, you. Why don't you just... Huh? A text message. Delta Hidden Forbidden Waterfall. Waiting at RK Keln. But who sent it? Ovan!
Just hold on a moment. Why don't you stop acting like a complete fool? Remember what you PKKs are trying to do. If you succeed, you'll be no different from the PKs themselves.
Ovan!
It's been a long time, Haseo. Or maybe I should call you the Terror of Death. You've gotten quite strong. A lot stronger than you were back then.
Well, I was forced to become stronger, thanks to you. You, where have you been?
Haseo, always the reliable one. I knew I could count on you.
When the Twilight Brigade broke up, why didn't you come then? What have you been doing the last 6 months?
I was busy. It was such a small seed. I needed to find out what was growing inside. And there was only one way to find out. That's why I decided to raise it.
You raised it? What are you talking about, Ovan?
I'm speaking figuratively.
When you suddenly disappeared, we all just... Why did you disappear like that? After that, Shino...
Haseo, do you want to know about Tri-Edge?
Wait, you know Tri-Edge?
6 months now, and Shino hasn't come back to the world since Tri-Edge killed her. Meanwhile, the real-life Shino is lying in a coma, and no one seems to know the reason why. Tri-Edge. He is not a normal PK.
So you knew about Shino?
Yes, but that's all that I know. But if you were able to find Tri-Edge, you might learn something about Shino's coma. You may also learn more about what really happened that day. And if you were somehow able to defeat Tri-Edge,
Then maybe Shino would come out of the coma.
if my information is correct, he will be back today at the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime? You mean...
Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The place where Shino was killed.
the whole Grand's Cathedral? Yes, finally! I'll get my chance! I swear I'll bring Shino back! I'll do it, Ovan!
Yes. You and I. We're the only ones who could possibly bring her back.
We're the only ones. Ovan?
I'll meet you at the Holy Ground. There are some things I must do. He will be back today at the scene of the crime.
Tri-Edge is coming here!
They say there used to be a statue of a girl here.
A girl?
That's right. She was called Aura.
I wonder, why'd she disappear?
Who knows? Maybe she just lost her interest. Lost hope for this world.
What's that sound? Is that Tri-Edge? You bastard! What the hell are you? This guy killed Shino. It's not over yet!
Now, if you know the original Dot Hack games, you recognize that attack.
Huh? What the? I was fighting Tri-Edge, but then... Damn it, I can't remember. Huh? I don't remember doing that. Reformatted? What's going on? What about my emails?
You'll get to see Haseo's desktop. Now, like I was saying, Haseo, despite being a jack-of-all-trades class, is actually fairly strong, like most main characters in these RPGs. But we've gotten through most of the prologue. Basically, Haseo was part of a guild called the Twilight Brigade. A friend of his, Shino, was killed by a PK, supposedly legendary PK called Tri-Edge, and fell into a coma. And Haseo wanted revenge.
Huh? What the hell? I would never delete these. They're all gone? Even the emails I got from Shino. Everything's been reformatted. What the hell is going on? An email? Fine, let's take a look. Ovan?
Two paths before you. One of these will lead to safety and shame. It is a path where you give up the world and never log in again. The other path leads to peril and pride. It is a path where you continue the world and resume your search for the truth. Let me be blunt. The latter path is torturous and will threaten both your mind and body. Once you've chosen it, there will be no turning back. If you still choose to walk this path, then there will come a time when you and I will meet once again in the world. When the time comes, I'll once again say this to you. Welcome to the world.
Trial and truth. Whether or not I should quit the world? You should know better, Ovan. I'm gonna go back to the world. And then, I'm gonna get Shino back, no matter what!
Now they do actually, I do like this. They do take the time to kind of, set things up to be very, realistic insofar as there's like forums and news feeds and all that for the world. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to talk a bit about PK's. PK system was around since the days of Fragment, until it was abolished in the middle days of the World R1. The system that made the world really unique. When the PKs were abolished, the players held protests at each of the root towns, and fan sites demanded that PKs be brought back. Now, for the World R2, the PK system is brought back. It has its pros and cons. The players generally welcomed it when it first started, but lately there have been a growing number of people who call for it to be abolished again. In the outside world, too, people are talking about whether it's morally correct to have a game where people kill each other. So considering all these things, I have a question. Does the world really need PKs? Please give me your detailed answers, thank you. Okay, so we're kind of getting into some of the major backstory for .hack as an overall setting. The email mentions Fragment. Fragment was basically the beta version of the original world. And it was created by a guy named Harold Horwick. Now, why he created it kind of dovetails into .hack GU, but basically it really had a massive impact on the original quadrilogy, because the original quadrilogy and .hack sign really went into the nature of why Fragment was created, why the world was created, and all that. And because Haseo's player, his name is Ryo Misaki, because he actually was in the original The World, it kind of affected him too, in fact, in a big way. But we'll get to that later, much, much later. But there is actually some media that goes into some beta players actually being on Fragment and their adventures in that beta of the world. Please do not flame your troll. You know that just means people are going to do it. I think the world definitely needs PKs. I personally hate PKing. In network games with no PKing, you have no choice but to accept getting cheated or getting swindled by other players. But in the world, there's the PK system. If you use your brain, you can use the PK system to protect yourself. So, just from a self-defense point of view, the PK system is necessary. That's basically my opinion. I'm against the current PK system. I won't say that the system itself is bad. However, I can't agree with the system that blames the victims and says that if you don't want to get PK'd, you should do the PKing first. For example, they could make some servers where PKing is allowed and others where it's forbidden. Or make it so you can turn PKing on or off. If it's off, you can't PK someone and you can't be PK'd either. I wish CC Corp would think of a way to separate the people that want it and the people that don't want it. So basically, should you have PvP in an MMO or not? I personally think either way is fine. Even if you do get PK'd, it's not that big of a deal as it's within the game. So maybe you lose some experience in the time you spent to get those points. At worst, you may lose some items too. That's all. So, do you really have to talk about who got PK'd and who did the PKing? Naturally, if your dear character is PK'd, it's going to upset you, but it's just a game, right? I'm not saying you should enjoy getting PK'd, but maybe just take it a little bit more lightly. It's not an issue of is it necessary or not, is it? That's a part of the game. The real winners are the ones that have fun. My 2 cents. I'm all for the PK system. I started playing the world because it had a PK system, which is something that I wanted to experience, although my fear of retaliation prevents me from PKing anyone. For someone who wants to play a game on the PK system such as myself, it is absolutely necessary to have one. But to be honest, I don't really care if the world has it or not. I'll go to whatever game that has the best PK system. Lastly, I want to add a personal comment. To all you people who say that you hate PK but still play the world, which is a game whose main selling point is the PK system, I want to say go play another game. I'm begging you. I want to talk about the World R2. It is a mistake to have the PK system apply to the entire game. They say that the arena was created to calm down the whole PK controversy, but I think it's done the opposite. I think they should have made it so the PK system applied only to the arena and left the rest of the game PK free. People that don't want to get involved in PK stay away from the arena, and people who do want to PK go to the arena. That way both types of people would have been happy. It's the same thing for the trouble between the guilds. Instead of killing each other in areas whenever there's a dispute, it would be way better if they could just solve it fairly in the arena. That's the way it should have been handled. I think the current PK problem was born from the fact that the world is borderless. But it's not too late to fix things, so I think they should consider a reworking of the entire system. So I guess I have to say I'm against the current PK system. And here, you could go look through emails and such and get various keywords and names of areas that you can go to get various things. And we acquired a key, an area word. Alright, I'll be right back. But this one right here is actually very important. At least within the history of the world itself. Okay, anyways. The Epitaph of the Twilight. I heard a weird thing from a friend of mine. Is it really true that the world was created based on the epic poem Epitaph of the Twilight? Also, if this is true, what is that on the official page? Does anyone know anything about this? I believe this is true. CC Corp won't officially admit it, though. Well, that's the Epitaph of the Twilight, right? I heard that the Epitaph of the Twilight was a fantasy-style story about a search for a dragon. But the main background story for the world is just about a bunch of guys fighting each other. I don't think that can be right. The previous version, the world, Revision 1, was most definitely based around the poem Epitaph of the Twilight. It said that the words written on the altar in Hull's Grand are proof of that. With regards to the World R2, the two event planners structured the game from scratch without incorporating the atmosphere of the World R1 as much as possible. Excuse me, could you tell me your source? CC Corporation's easy, and this is how I think it is. Fragment based on the Epitaph of the Twilight. World R1 based on Epitaph of the Twilight. The World R2, CC Corp's original scenario, partly based on the previous game. That easy has insider info from the designers? I figured it would just be mindless advertising. Damn, I underestimated them. Did you need to be a gold member of the CC Corp official fan club to be able to receive the e-zine? Exactly, but you need to have $30 cash in your cyber wallet, so think carefully before you register. Wasn't there a guild that was collecting the Epitaph of Twilight and the Twilight Keys? I wonder if that guild is still active. I don't hear anything about them anymore. It's starting to look more and more like a bad rumor board. That was the Twilight Brigade. Now that you mention it, I haven't heard a thing or two about them lately either. They used to be so active too. I wonder what happened. Maybe they broke up? The guild itself is no longer around. It seems they just fell apart when their leader disappeared. But I heard the leader recently returned to the world. I guess the four members of that guild are starting to get active again too. I mistakenly used a rare serrated edge nickel coin I bought at an auction to buy a rice ball. Good evening. This is Omega Rice. Wow, really? I wonder if the rumor board is going to get busy again. If it gets to be what it used to be like, I'll be posting there too. Bring on the Twilight Brigade. Sorry for the noob-like question, but what exactly is this Epitaph of Twilight and Twilight Key business? Well, please forgive my presumptuousness, but let me try to explain. Epitaph of the Twilight. This is an epic poem that was posted on the internet for free. People say that the world of the World R1 is based on it, but CC Corp denies it. The person who wrote the poem is dead now, and you can no longer see the website where it was originally posted. The poem itself has been scattered as well. Twilight Key. This is a legendary item that is said to grant the wishes of whoever is lucky enough to find it. Lots of players have been looking for it ever since the days of Fragment. Despite the fact that an extremely large number of people are looking for it, there are no reports of anyone having seen it. Lately, most people have started to think that it might just be another urban legend since the information is so vague. I hope the above explanation has been useful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. So the Twilight Brigade is a guild that is dedicated to find something that doesn't exist? That sounds kind of romantic. Okay, so where to begin with this? So, Harold Horwick created Fragment, which was the basis for the original version of the world. Now, the Epitaph of the Twilight is a poem written by a woman that Harold was infatuated with. When she died, as part of a way to memorialize her, he made Fragment setting based off of this poem. And the basic idea of the poem was that it was this fantasy land, kind of inspired by Norse and Celtic mythology. You had sprites, dragons, all that sort of thing. And the world was facing this Ragnarok-like event called the Cursed Wave. And the poem was supposed to be talking about people trying to put an end to the Cursed Wave. Now, they also mentioned the Twilight Brigade. That is Haseo's old guild from long ago. And we'll learn more about that as the game goes on. I'm not gonna go into any more stuff until later on where it kind of becomes relevant, but the Epitaph of the Twilight is actually a very big thing in the Dot Hack franchise insofar as the history, motivations, all that stuff. Loving new things is part of human nature, but so is loving old things. I want to go into the area again with a character that I put my spirit into making. I want to play with my dear companion. The images of a drenched CC Corps headquarters on their news, toasted servers standing there with despair. The diligent petitions were not answered. CC Corp announced the resignation of the R1 restoration. However, listen to this. Even so, the old warm-hearted me still wants to go back. No, I'm actually still warm-hearted. I hope the CC Corp guys, especially executives, hear my cries, and I hope they bring back our dear old world. I want them to bring back Revision 1 too. It's not that I hate Revision 2, it's just that I have more memories with Revision 1. Damn it, who started that fire anyways? Was Revision 1 really that great? Isn't everyone exaggerating a bit? Graphically, Revision 2 is way, way better. The game system is better too. I think Revision 2 wins hands down. Hope Revision 2 really takes off. I admit that's true, but how do I put it? That doesn't matter. It's just not the same as Revision 1. We want our old Revision 1 back. I started playing from Revision 2, so I just don't understand why everyone makes such a big deal about Revision 1. So here's my question. If Revision 1 was brought back or remade or whatever, what would you all do? I'll play them both. The reason is that I don't want to lose the character I built up in Revision 2, but I also want to play Revision 1. That's a tough question. I guess I'd like to play both, but I don't have much money. I'm not clever enough to play both at the same time, so I guess I just want to play in Revision 2. But basically, I'll keep playing Revision 2, just like Apple Star. I can't see myself playing both. But if our old character data is restored, I might just quit Revision 2 and play Revision 1 instead. So, kind of the whole EverQuest 1 versus EverQuest 2 debate. You know, which one do you prefer? That sort of thing. Let's see if we can get any more keywords or area codes. All sorts of delicious window dressing. Now, a lot of this just is there to give context to the world outside of, well, the world. Tan, they were, they were a guild that kind of features into dot hack roots. Now, those are two idiots that went after a sale on his first day. Are you sure it's not saying the terror of death? I can't tell for sure because of how deformed he looks in the picture. Still, I think it's probably the terror of death. Did he ask you anything like, do you know about triads or something like that? Okay. Alright. Some basic information about the different aspects of the world. More emails. Always more emails. It's one of the unfortunate things about this series. Talking about lucky animals, which sometimes feed in the field and can care for a bonus effect. Yes, the game does encourage you to be a jerk. The dark-eyed PK. Ah, more areas. And new keywords. And this is why we go through the emails. Oh, good, the emails.
What's going on? Why is my equipment different? What the?
Back to square one.
I'm back at level 1? What about my items? My member list? My equipment? Gone. It's all gone. My whole character has been completely reformatted.
Hey, did you see that guy just now? With the really weird arm? Totally!
Arm? Ovan? He would know something about this.
Okay. Actually.
Hey, do you know what that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
And talk and trade to people. And sometimes get good stuff from them.
Oh my god, that player looked really hot!
Really? I thought he looked kinda creepy. So, you like guys that look like that?
Where'd he go?
I think he went down that alley.
Damn. It's those player killers.
It's not much of a challenge when they're so pathetically weak.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fighting those noobs is making us all rusty.
That rogue that we fought the last time, he really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, what the hell am I hiding for? Why do I have to hide from bastards like them? It's pathetic.
Because you're back to level 1 with no equipment
You're
and you're gonna
kidding.
get your butt spanked.
What the hell's going on?
Gaspard, are you okay? What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, are you a new player?
You're a noob? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
Terror of what?
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK Haseo?
Oh, you're a player killer killer! I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was Haseo.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Yep.
Hey, look. It's me. I'm the real PKK Haseo.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like that.
What? Hey.
If you're a noob, we'll be happy to teach you the basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild called Canard.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first. Here.
Member addresses are an address system made just for communicating
it's just
with your
my
friends
luck
in
to
the
get
world.
mixed up with
When
a bunch
inviting
of
someone into your
weirdos.
party, check their status.
I even lost sight of Ovan. Anyway, right now, I've got to level back up to become the terror of death. Well, I guess I'll just hang out with them for a little while longer.
Look, it doesn't mean that they'll join just because you invite them to. Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
Now, invite us into your party and we'll go find the Chaos Gate.
This is the Chaos Gate. If you input 3 different types of words into...
I know that.
Okay, well then, a good area for a noob is...
Delta Peaceful Leading Freedom. That should be a good place to start.
Attention! Bringing 1 noob to the dungeon! Repeat, bringing 1 noob to the dungeon!
I told you that I'm not a noob.
I know. You're really the terror of death, right?
I can understand you wanting to roleplay something like that, but I'm not really sure if you should do Terror of Death, you know? Player killers are going to come after you, and it'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
So you're saying you're really the PKK Haseo, the terror of death. And when you logged in, your level went down from 133 to 1?
No way! I've never heard of a bug quite like that. Wow!
I'm not lying.
Okay, but still.
Gaspard, that's what he's role-playing.
Oh, now I get it. That's some really complicated character background.
It's not role-playing.
Don't be embarrassed. We'll accept your character concept.
Just relax and come with us.
Will you please listen to me already?
Let's go to the Beast Temple and get the item. Let's go to the Beast Temple.
The enemy has been spotted.
Okay, maybe we should start by telling you about the skill trigger.
I already know about that.
But how could you know? You're just a noob.
No, I'm not.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the monsters.
Don't forget to use the skill trigger, okay? Not good.
Gale Blade! Shadow Flash! Shadow Flash!
That was nothing.
Yes! Way to go, Haseo!
Yeah, looks like you can use the skill trigger just fine.
I just can't believe that you're a noob.
I told you, I'm not a...
Okay.
Let's move on.
Will you two just listen to me?
There's another enemy!
Well, now that you know how to use the skill trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I already know about...
Okay, then let's go and fight them!
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
Listen to me, damn it!
Don't worry, we're listening all right.
Yeah, right.
Let's get him!
Gale Blade!
I guess we won!
Hey, your Rengeki was pretty good.
Duh.
Wow! Way to go, Haseo! Nice! I was so bad when I was a noob. Good job!
I told you, I'm not a...
Yeah, no one would think you're a noob with your skills.
Hey, come on! Let's keep going!
Are you even hearing anything I'm saying to you?
Chim Chim. She'll kick it to corner and she knows Chim Chim.
Let's do our best. Shadow Flash! Shadow Flash!
Gale Blade! Well, that's that, I guess.
First strike!
That was nothing.
I'm getting nervous.
That was nothing.
I'm getting nervous.
Gale Blade! That was nothing.
do you know about awakening?
No, I don't.
See? I knew that you were a noob.
Hey!
Now, Haseo. We'll tell you all about them, so don't scowl, okay?
Yeah. So, what is this awakening thing you were talking about?
Well, it's a special attack that you can do together with your party members. Do you want to give it a shot? It's a lot easier to understand it if you're in battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, I haven't agreed.
All right then, let's go encounter some enemies.
I'll try my best.
Awakening is a state when a special kind of power has been activated. You can use it when the morale gauge on the top right of the screen is full.
This is it! Okay, I'll do what I can!
I love using this technique.
You just got one step closer to becoming the terror of death.
The enemies get stronger as we go deeper, so let's kick some butt and get you leveled up.
Wow! We did it!
Need more steam. It's to kick gyms. Big ones.
I'll try my best.
That was nothing.
Let's do our best!
Shadow Flash! I guess we won! I'm getting nervous.
That was nothing.
Victory is ours! Shadow
Well, that's that, I guess. Hey, do you guys know anything about Tri-Edge?
Tri-Edge? No, what's that? Some kind of event monster or something?
It's the screen name of a PK.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law in the world's backstory, but we just call it the Beast statue.
And there is the treasure offering. See? Go on and open it, Haseo.
Hey, little Haseo. Been a while, huh?
They're from Kestrel!
Huh? What? Hey, who are these guys?
Famous player killers.
What the? Not now.
Well, well. Looks like you haven't been keeping up since the last time we met. It took me a little while to recognize that you were really the terror of death.
What? He's real?
You're really the terror of death?
How amazing. I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. I tell you, it has to be destiny.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, right, moron. Give me a break. Someone sent me an anonymous email. So I decided to come and have some fun. Now, what should we play? Well, for starters, how about I love you to death?
I don't really know what's going on. But please, no violence.
Gaspard!
He got in my way.
Ah, hell. What is this? Just what the hell is going on here? What's happening?
Haseo! Run!
Are you scared? Man, I just love that expression, you know what I mean? God, there is nothing like PK.
Wait a minute. What the? Something is starting to... It's growing.
Hold it.
You guys look like you're having fun.
Who the hell are you? You want to be killed too?
Are you sure you want to do that? The guild that you PKers hate the most might be heading this way as we speak.
Moontree? I can't believe it. You tipped them off, you bitch!
Maybe I did.
Hey! What are we gonna do?
Fighting them now is only gonna bring more problems. You! I won't forget this.
What a silly girl. Don't you realize that I just saved you?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for saving us.
You're Haseo.
I don't recall telling anyone like you my name.
You're an unruly child, just like I heard you were.
What are you, a groupie?
Nice try, but I'm not interested in brats.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't have any interest in old hags.
What? Old hag?
Only an old person like you would use such an outdated phrase like unruly child.
Damn brat. I'll have you know that I'm...
You're...
I'll come back another time.
As you wish.
Let me just give you one warning. Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Dangerous power?
Have you ever had the feeling like there was something strange growing inside your character? As if it is trying to get out. Well, anyway. I'll see you again.
Phew! Oh man, that was pretty scary.
Wow. Okay, so I didn't really get all of that, but basically, your character has some really messed up data, right?
What? Really? Well then you should go and tell CC Corporation all about it, and have them recreate your character for you.
It's not normal to go from level 133 to level 1 so suddenly.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's definitely not normal, but... I guess you could say my enemy's not normal either.
Enemy?
If that dangerous power, or whatever she was talking about, can help, then I've got no choice but to keep using this character.
That sounds pretty serious to me. Oh well, anyway, good luck.
You know what? Come to think of it, didn't that lady say that she had already called the Moontree Guild?
That was just a bluff.
She lied?
No, not a lie exactly. That old hag just never said she had actually called them.
A bluff, huh? She's quite the strategist. What's wrong?
What are we doing wasting our time? I mean, what if those player killers come back here?
Yeah, good point. Let's hurry back to town. Hey. Why don't you have Moontree protect you?
Yeah, that's right. You've got those really strong-looking PKers after you.
Moontree is a guild that supports the abolishment of PKs.
And part of their mandate includes helping PK victims out.
Moontree, huh? Oh, them. You want me to beg those hard-headed dorks to protect me? Forget about it. I'd rather be PK'd than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths. Seriously, who makes a charity group in a game?
Haseo,
What's wrong?
How long have you been standing there? What? You got a problem?
Look, Haseo, you don't understand anything about Moontree, okay? We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings. But everyone likes to make fun of us, saying we're just some charity group or some cult. We just want to improve, together with everyone else.
Well, you
We're
kinda
not here to
are.
lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
You...
Please, take this.
Huh?
I'm going to do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you. I want you to better understand who we really are.
Wait, don't I get a say in this? Hey.
So first, you go off about your guild being called a cult.
So, how did you even recognize me anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
And...
Well, I guess it's because you're still you.
Talk about proselytizing to him.
It's true that I didn't recognize you at first, but soon after that, I realized it was you. Oh, Sakaki's calling me, so I have to get going now. But I'll tell you a lot more about Moontree next time.
was she a member of Moontree? That's great! If you're friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man. Even though she's got the same face and everything, she's definitely not Shino.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Well, that was all really interesting. Okay, we're gonna head for another area. How about you, Haseo?
No,
Okay, got it. Well, if you need anything, just call us.
We'll help you out.
See ya.
Yeah, later.
God, I'm so beat. What was that about? And what about that woman? And the dangerous power she talked about? I'll log out and check my email or something.
Alright, well, that's the basic prologue to the game. It took a bit longer than it really should have, and that's actually a major complaint that people have with the series, but it is what it is. We'll continue next time. It's going to be a relatively short stream, but I should have some more time, a few days to really put some effort into this. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you know, if you want to see more, don't be afraid to follow. Have a good night.